Hi, in this video clip, we're going to go over the delinquent process functionality of flow in the new system. So this open delinquent process here. So delinquent process in the new system, it began by selecting an account, doing your delinquent letters, then your door hangers and cutoff, and then your arrears. And within each one of those items, there's a set of activities that you have to do within each one of those. Well, the business logic of the sequence uh, of events has not changed. That's still the same. So the business logic is still the same. Now the way it's going to flow in the new system is going to be a little bit different. In here, well, the selection is going to be the same. As a matter of fact, the script will look exactly the same. You select your accounts. Once you select your accounts, you will go into the next step, which will be creating your letters, right? And here, this is the screen where you do several activities in here. Once you select a group of accounts, they're going to be grouped under a delinquent process file, which you have to select. Here's one. Once you select your file, you work your file in this browser here. You assign a due date, and you do the next step is to print your listing. You post charges to those accounts, and then you create your mail merge for your delinquent letters. And the same steps are repeated to the next process, right? You go to door hangers. In door hangers, you go to the get your delinquent process file. You click on there and then work your listing, maybe remove some of the accounts. You print your listing, you post your charges, you create the mail merge. The one difference here is that at this point, you want to create work orders to go and hang out the door tags to the doors. Um, so same steps with the exception of this. This is like an extra step, right? Creating work orders. Once that's done, then the next step will be to do the cutoffs. And the cutoffs look the same, right? And it's the same sequence. You select your delinquent file, you work the file, um, you print a cutoff list, you post your charges, you create the mail merge, you create work orders to go out and cut off those accounts. There's this checklist or check status list of those accounts that you can give to the people that are going to do the cutoffs. And then since this is the last step, you retire the list and then you start a new cycle, right? So those are the steps. Notice that I'm going to go over the same steps on the new system as those same steps, but there's several activities within those selections here. Okay, so on the new system, so it's under billing, right? Under billing, click here. I'm in billing. This is my billing tab. Here's my delinquent process. So notice that now I have a lot more items here. It's not just delinquent, door hangers, and cutoff, which that's what I had on the old system. So I have, seems like more options here. And the reason of that is because several of those activities that were in the screen where the browser was got broken into pieces. And we're going to go through the flow. And so the first step is to select your accounts. You click on this screen here. Sorry, it takes a little while. Okay, so here we are, delinquent process. Notice that the screen looks pretty much the same. From here, you select, let's do arrears only. Okay, I'm going to select arrears only. I'm going to submit. Please enter the delinquent process file. There is an open delinquent process file from 12, and that is true. I do have an open file. Please check for any actions to take and retire the file before starting a new process. So this is new too. In the old system, you could just keep opening files, and it'll let you. This one, well, it'll let you know that well, there's still the file out there that is pretty old. You might want to go ahead and retire that before you start a new process. So that's something new too. Selecting the accounts, the screen looks the same. Delinquent process, delinquent process file. Sorry, listing, delinquent file listing. Yes, I'm going to disregard any changes here. So this is what this looks. So this is the same repeating option that shows up in each one of those sections right here. See this section here, printing and advanced printing format. That section is this right here. So after I select printing your listing, okay, I do have two files. This is new. My delinquent lookup file looks definitely different than my old one, right? The lookup delinquent file looks like this, pretty simple. Now this one we have a lot more information. My delinquent files, it'll show me the district, the run date, a stage where this delinquent file stage is at. So I have a cutoff stage, door hanger stage. Of course, we'll have a delinquent letter stage. Arrears only, account selection. So I selected arrears only. On this other file, I selected current billing and arrears. The last activity done on those two files, that's pretty helpful. Cutoff notice and door hanger generated. So those are the last two activities on those two files. From here, I can print a listing, so I can go back and print a listing. They're active. Then I can notice there. I can click on this one and make my selections. Advanced format is still there. Include email and cell phone numbers list. So there's the different options that we can include on this listing. That also creates a listing, CSV and PDF format. Okay, so that's my listings. The review selected accounts. Okay, so this has its own selection. The review select accounts is the same as once I selected an account and they popped up in here, then I can work my listing, right? I can change the status, right? Well, that's this selection, review selected accounts, where I can just click edit here. That enables my screen to go and select a delinquent file. Pick a delinquent file. They'll be displayed here in my grid, and I can do the same activity here. Change the status to a void if I need to. Yeah, see. Once I void, I can save this and continue. Have this option of show voids. And save any changes. Okay, that's true. There's no changes to save. The next step will be to apply charges, right? So let's cancel here. Just disregard apply charges. Then my apply charges is the same as this button over here, post service charges. When I clicked on this thing, that's been applied. I want to see if I can show you how the screen looks. So let me go into here, select a file, post service charge. Okay, let's pick this file. It's been processed. Okay, let's see. Door hanger. See if I can. Well, the screen looks, that information and that information is still the same. Okay, yeah, I have to select the file. Well, that's good. That's good that I show you that. So if you forget to add something, it'll let you know. Look, you have not selected a delinquent file. A delinquent file must be selected. So let's do that. Let's select the file. Apply service charges. I have applied service charges on those two, by the way. So, and you can actually do a charge or do it just a memo only, just like the old one. Then the next step is to actually create your files to do your letters or your mail merge. Just disregard changes here. Uh, so once you click on here, it's the same steps. You always have to select the file, right? Just click on here, select the file, and continue. Now, no, I want you to notice here. Notice that I cannot select. I don't have anything to select. Those two items are grayed out. And this because those two are on different stage. This stage is to print delinquent letters. Well, I have already printed delinquent letters for those two. Those are in the door hanger stage and the cutoff stage. I don't have one in delinquent letter stage. I will create another video where I just go through the step of creating a letter. But pointing out that the items will be grayed out if you're in the incorrect stage or step. So this is the wrong step. I cannot make delinquent letters for any of those two. Let's close. Let's go to door hanger. Let's select my file. See, now I selected the door hanger stage here. That's the one that is available. This one's not available because this is in the cutoff stage. I cannot do door hangers for this. So I'm going to click this one. I'm going to hit submit. And it's processing my file. So on the old system, it did two things. If you had delinquent processing and you did not purchase the PDF PDF mail merge, then all you got is a CSV file, just like this CSV file or a dot file, to use Word and merge that data into your template in Word. So we still have those files, and they're formatted the same. They're CSV files, and that you can still merge them into your Word document. And this is now they're all going to be together. So now if you go through the process of making a template in PDF, or we can help the client to create this PDF template, it'll find the template and use it and merge the data. And you click on this and see how those, well, it's not populating my data. I still need to work on this, but you'll see where the data will be populated. Let's go down to cutoff. Okay, selecting the file real quick. See, now that one's grayed out. This one's not. I think this, I was able to create a good PDF template in this one. Here it is. All my CSV files. Here's my PDF. Okay, here's my letter. So this is a cutoff notice. Notice that I pulled the data in the right places. Let's see, someone that has here. This one does have an amount. Okay, and of course work orders, and then the last step is retire the list. So here, let me show you something here. Here, so this is the flow of the delinquent process, and this is well, you see this is available in Basecamp for all of us to use. Suggest going through this Basecamp and just browse through it. You'll find very useful information here. Okay, so this is for our support team and QA team. If you're working with this delinquent process, and you should have access to this. Okay, so this is the process, delinquent letters. So delinquent letters, there's a selection, then there's a letter charge, then there's a delinquent letter merge for delinquents. After that stage, this last stage, then it's enabled to go to the next step, which is door tag into this stage here, door tag charge, Once there's this door tag charge, then it goes to a create door tag merge, which is your letters, and then the work orders to uh, place those door tags in the doors of the clients that are delinquent. That sets it for the next step, the cutoff, which is the cutoff charge. Once you have a cutoff charge, or memo, right? Create your mail merge for your cutoff letters. Then create work orders to cut off or shut off the meters to those clients that did not pay the stage. And then once all the steps are done, then we can close. So this is all the steps. This if a client uses all those steps. We do have clients that they don't go through the 3 steps right here. Some might only do delinquent letters and that's all they do. Some might do delinquent letters and cutoff and they don't do door tags. We also have that. So they're not necessarily going to do every step. Some might do just letters. Some might do all of them. Some might do these letters and cutoffs. Some might do letters and tags, and that is configured within the modules. So this is the flow of the delinquent process. So this concludes this video. I'm gonna do another video in which I actually go ahead and select accounts and do a letter. Okay, thank you.